Alright guys, so let me see. Yes. Embarking upon a journey that is basically on your own. See, don't get it confused, because it feels like you're on your own when you go out and you try to do something that you intentionally wanted to do. You know, for me, that's YouTube. For me, that's making a channel and creating that. That was my choice, and I am doing it on my own. Like, there isn't really someone else putting up the camera and speaking for me. Yes, I do that upon my own, but really, when you embark upon that journey, you really aren't alone. Every single person around you is a way for you to get further on your path. So what I've learned through my experience of starting YouTube is another person I meet is another way for me to learn about something I didn't know. Another person I meet is a way for me to get further and learn more about things that I might not have ever thought of. That's the power in being able to open up, and the power in being able to listen to what others have to say about your choices, your creations. So it is by yourself. What you're doing is by yourself, like making the videos, like talking to the camera. That is all on your own, yes. But without the criticism and help of other people, you really won't get anywhere. You need both of those things to be successful in your career, whatever you want to call it. For me, it's YouTube. That's what I chose. It could be anything of your choice, though. This is just my example and my experience. Something I read in a book about being an entrepreneur is focus on your product. Focus on what are you going to give to others. How are you serving others, really? What is it that you have? A piece of knowledge, for example. Who knows? Something that you created by yourself that you can share with the world, that you can share with people around you. If you have that, if you know what that is, you will be able to help people in areas that they might not know about, in areas that they feel they're not as good at, and they will also be able to help you. So it's an act of giving and then receiving. When you're able to have a product or a certain idea to share with someone, you will then be able to open yourself up, give that out, and get something back. For example, maybe money, if you wanna really get down to the business part of it. Or, for me, from my experiences, I just look to be a friend. I just look to talk to a stranger and just introduce myself. That's the way I open myself up. I just say, I don't know, I'll see someone sitting by themselves and just spark up a conversation. Just get to know the person. Tell them about what I'm doing with my life. So for example, if I'm in a public place and I see someone that could use a friend or someone to talk to, that's fair game right there for me. So I use my friendliness to give out to the world. I use my politeness. I use my authenticity to make someone feel welcome around me. To make them feel like they can say whatever they want to me. This is what I've used as my product. This is what I've used to serve to the world, to serve to someone else, not me. And what I get from that is always a good conversation, another person to hear about my story, my ideas, my channel, my product, and I also get criticism from them. I also get questions and things I would have never have thought of by myself. I get that back just by putting something that I have naturally out into the world to other people. What you do naturally by yourself on your own is probably the best thing you can start with. It's probably the best thing you can use to start serving people around you. I love to be able to talk to someone and just share our experiences. So I use that to my power. I use that to my benefit to get me farther in where I need to go. I use that for how do I call it, a lifeline. So there are things that I have to do on my own. Like, put myself out there. Like, start the conversation. Yeah, that might be uncomfortable for me in the situation or in the circumstance, but really, is it that important? Is it that huge of a thing to be afraid of? For me, since I decided to commit to YouTube, since I decided to make it my life, I said, fuck that shit, I'm not afraid. I'll just fucking start to learn to talk to people. It wasn't that hard. It gave me a reason to put myself out there. So this is why being able to know what you have, being able to know what you can give to other people, and also being able to set that aside for a second and listen will get you where you need to go. See, we do a lot of these things on our own and believe that we made it by ourselves. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. We also need the help of others. We also need the wisdom and experience from other people to help us where we need to go. Thank you.